Hello, happy Wednesday again. Okay, we are going to meet Miss Eleanor Anne. Now, before I take the blanket off, her hair is a little bit longer than y'all are used to seeing my babies with. She was rooted with human hair. It took 10 days to do her hair, ladies. This is only the second baby I've rooted with human hair. And so she has a lot of hair. I've sent photos to her mommy, and her mommy likes her hair. Now, I'd sent photos a little while ago of her fully put together. She was born this morning at 10:16 a.m., but the photos she saw were yesterday, where I had, after her hair was sealed, where I conditioned it and brushed it out. And I sent her the photos and said, we'll, leave it overnight and talk about, cutting and stuff. And she loved her hair. So I've sent her photos of her posed as you will see her in a moment. So I'm waiting to hear back from her. But without further ado, this is little Eleanor Anne. And while her hair is not really realistic for her size, I do love her hair. Like, it's so fun for like bunches. I just have two little, a clip either side. They're just, slide on clips in there. There's no gum bands or anything holding her hair. But there's Miss Eleanor Anne, looking oh so sweet. She also has a birthmark. Was it this leg? Yeah, I put a birthmark on this leg for her. I don't know if y'all can see that. I think so. And she also takes a passy, so there she is with her passy. Her mommy does want her ears pierced, so I need to do that. And I have to put jewelry on her yet. But I will not be doing her photo shoot probably for a couple days. We'll see. You can see a little bit of her body there. I'm trying to hide it. She does have full limbs. So there she is. She has, I think they were green-gray eyes. I think that's what they were called. And also, I told her mommy I could trim her lashes, too. They're a little long, but I will see. I don't know. I really like her like this. So that's Miss Eleanor Anne. So welcome her to the world. She has quite the story. I'm actually going to write a story about her for her mommy. I told her she and I went on quite the adventure when I was creating her, and so I am going to write down a story for her. I just thought that would be kind of something fun to do. No, I won't do it with every baby, and I've not done it before, so we'll just kind of see how it goes. But there's Miss Eleanor Anne. Let's see if we can get a full shot. So there she is. Now we're going to go to the nursery, and as I said, I want to do some costume changes. But first, let me show y'all. Atticus is set up here now. Look how sweet he is. I just did my box opening of him, and he is just adorable. Looking oh so sweet. All that white. And I did add this. I added a little hangy guy there, which is pink, gray, and white. But I think that just looks so sweet. So there's Mr. Atticus. So we're going to change a few of the babies while I do a little catching up. I haven't made a video for a while, ladies, for a variety of reasons. Mainly I've been super busy. And I've been taking advantage. The humidity finally broke. I can't remember what day it was. So I've been going out and gardening and stuff like that. So just been really enjoying that. And as y'all know, we had a little critter, raccoon invasion. That has been taken care of. I just got to sit her on my lap so I can undo the buttons on her back here. Or it's only one button. I'll put her right back, ladies. So I stopped feeding the birds because I had found that was what was attracting the raccoons in the first place, was the dropped bird seed. And so y'all know I love the birds. And I've been enjoying the birds over at my neighbor's feeders 2 doors down. But the other day we've done some planting. We've been planting some flowers, and we have some black-eyed Susans. And I noted, and a bush next to it, that the black-eyed Susan and the other bush I'm referring to, which has lavender flowers, were here. The landlord planted those. And at the purple flower the other day, I noticed a hummingbird. Y'all know I love hummingbirds. So I did go get a hummingbird feeder, and we have a very happy hummer who comes several times a day to indulge. So last week when I was watching Katie's, yeah, I believe it's Katie's live video, and I said I couldn't type too much because I was cooking. I was making some jam, and then sorry, there's little hairs. And then I was also making some hummingbird syrup. I make my own because the red dye is not good for them and the ones you buy in the store. So I made some of that up, and so we have a very happy hummer. And the jam I made, ladies, I have to tell y'all, I am loving this Instant Pot. I know I've said it several times, and I know Shannon has recently acquired one. I made, and I don't know if I shared this or not, I made my own yogurt. And I love French yogurt, which is just a creamier, thinner texture to Greek yogurt, which is quite a bit thicker. And so I made my own French yogurt, and then I made my own fruit. Basically, it was just, I put blackberries, blueberries, and strawberries into the Instant Pot, here, darling, with some honey, and set it for whatever the recipe said. It was a 2-ingredient jam recipe, but of course mine was 4 because I chose 3 different fruits, not just one. And then what I did was I took my little jars. They're like, I get the canning jars, the little shorty ones. And I put some of the fruit down in the bottom, and then I ladled my yogurt on the top, and then I left space at the top for me to be able to add some chia seeds and granola. So that's my morning snack every day. Oh, you are just so sweet, little girl. Gabby Gale. Oh, girls, I love this baby girl. There's Gabby Gale. And I get to deliver Gabby Gale to her mommy in person, which I am over the moon about. So that will be fun. And so anyway, so I have been enjoying making many things, and I still have many recipes to try. I'm debating about starting to paint this week, or really just kind of focusing on learning my Instant Pot a little more, because there's so many fun things you can make in it, but we'll see. So let's see, what else can I share? If you missed my video yesterday, and it was very blurry, ladies, I was talking about the new doll show for 2018. It is Labor Day weekend. It is going to be in Kansas. In Wichita. I've seen they have on the Facebook page, they did post the pricing for vendors if you would like to have a table or booth, and then they have 2 mega booths. And then they posted the fees and all that, but then this morning I went on and saw that several people have already purchased space, and Marita Winters is one of them. She actually, look at him, she actually requested one of the mega booths. I'm putting him in his peace outfit, ladies, because, you know, he's the peaceful little man. So Marita Winters did state that if one of the large suppliers needed the mega booth, she'd be happy to move. But so as of now, Marita Winters and several other, I'm trying to remember who else name I recognized. There were several I didn't recognize. But anyway, that there's getting a lot of people have been joining the page. And there's a lot of people excited because it's within a reasonable driving distance of many people. Because it's not on a coast, it's more centrally located. So the Midwest people and the people that are in the center of the U.S. and even Canada, I think it's a reasonable distance for some people who are, you know, closer to the U.S. border in Canada to possibly be able to come. Plus, the venue is right next to the airport from what it's saying on there. So that's really exciting. So, check it out. The page on Facebook is just called Kansas Doll Show. I don't know if that's what the name is going to remain, but for now there's a lot of excitement and a lot of buzz going on. So I'm really, really excited. As I said, I added anybody in my friends list that is part of the Reborn world. I did add, and once I didn't add, I invited them, I think is what you do, and then they have to join, and several of you ladies have, and so I'm excited about that. I'm really excited to see what this show, the potential of this show, because it's more centrally located, and I think a lot of people who can't make it to the far sides of the states, because, once you factor in the cost of flight and hotel and the event itself, it gets very costly. Oh, he looks like he's crying because some water is dripping, but he's not. He's such a little peaceful man. And here's his little frog. He loves his froggy. Let's kind of turn him there. Okay, and then let me take sweet Mickey girl up. Let me slide over Kai man. There. Anyway, it gets very costly. So if somebody, if you're within a driving distance, it's much more affordable, because I know when I went to the Rose Doll Show, because I was a vendor, I had to rent a van because I had to bring, all my my stuff for my booth. So if you're a vendor, it's certainly much more cost effective if you can drive, because you always have all your stuff for your booth. So it seems to be there's a lot of excitement about this. Again, it's not till September of 2018, September 1st and 2nd. So there's a lot of excitement. I don't know. I'm on the fence. I'm back and forth, because while I would love to participate in a doll show again, I've only been to 2. The first one was the North Carolina one, but it was actually run by the ladies who were running Rose before it was sold to, I don't know if it was sold, but it was acquired by Bountiful Baby, which was Aletha and Sarah Melman. And so the North Carolina show, which was not Rose, actually was called Rose that year for some reasons that I don't get into. But I went there for the class, and then I did go to the show just that first morning, just, for a couple hours, and then I drove home. I didn't know anybody, whatever. So when I went to Rose, it was, I was a vendor. So I didn't get to, spend time with people like I would have liked to, and walk around and really take my time at every booth. As vendors, you get to go in before the show starts and shop, and so that was nice, but it really didn't give me time to interact with people. So I'm kind of on the fence. I mean, obviously I have time. There's quite a bit of interest already. I think there's only a couple booths left, actually. They only had or have, it's mainly tables, and you're allowed to, get more than one if you would like. But the, Mickey girl, you're just so beauty, miss. I'm going to lay you here with Kai, man. So, there's certainly time, but I'm on the fence, because I would really like to attend a show. Again, the first one I went to, I really only walked around the floor for a couple hours. I spent time, at each. I was trying to find some kits and different things that I could bring home to get busy painting. Oh, look at them. They're so sweet. So, I don't know, ladies. I'm pondering, do I want to... I'm going to move Abigail for a few minutes so I can change Abigail, and then I'll reposition the camera so y'all can see what I'm doing. So I don't know. Again, I'm trying to decide if I want to be a vendor or just a participant in terms of shopping and socializing. So we'll see. I have time. That's what I'm going to change Miss Abigail here. So we'll see. So I'm really, really excited about that. And then what else is going on? I did go to the doctor yesterday, ladies, because with all this humidity, my allergies have been a little crazy, which, you know, I knew was my allergies. But I've been having, y'all know I've talked about this probably since the inception of my channel or shortly thereafter, that ear pain. But it's been a little different. It's been like behind my ear and kind of a pressure more than a pain. And my jaws have been hurting. And I think I shared that when I was put on the medication for my stomach in Texas. I stopped taking it because my jaw hurt. And then when I was here, the doctor here actually put me on a different medication. In the similar family, it's actually a cholesterol lowering medicine. But I'm taking it for my stomach issue, not for cholesterol. And I took 3 doses, and I'm going to first see if this yarn, this beautiful set that Auntie April made fits her. It might be a little long. Let me just lay it on her and see. No, I think that'll be fine. This is from Auntie April. So my jaw started hurting after 3 doses of that. And so it hurt for several weeks, but my stomach actually did really well for a couple months, and then it started acting up again. So I thought, well, let me just take a dose of that and top it up kind of thing. Well, big mistake, because now for the past probably month or so, my jaw has been in pain. And again, it kind of comes and goes in waves. And pain is not the right word, because I have a really high pain tolerance. It's just like this pressure. And so I'm like, do I need to go see a dentist? Maybe I have TMJ. Maybe I have, I still have 3 of my wisdom teeth. So I'm like, well, maybe I have problems with the teeth. But I was just at my dentist a couple months ago, and we actually talked about my wisdom teeth. So, so I don't know. So I thought, let me go see my doctor. And so I called, and they actually had a cancellation yesterday morning, so I was able to get in, which was perfect. And I went in, and I explained everything to him. I'm just trying to see which way this hack. Oh, look at her, ladies. Did I put that on the right way? Let me see. It might be backwards. Hold on. No, it goes the other way. So I'm a conundrum to him. He said he doesn't know. He said very few people have that jaw pain reaction from this medicine. Look how sweet she is. And I said, well, couldn't I possibly be one of the few? And he said, well, odds are no. Well, my gut tells me that's the problem, so I pretty much listen to myself. But anyway, I know my body very, very well, ladies. I'm trying to think where I want to clip this. So he didn't have any advice for me, other than he was going to go phone a friend is what he told me. So he left the office, and he came back. No, that's a lie. He left the office, and a few moments later, one of the nurses came in with a little slip of paper with a referral to an ENT. So I have an appointment in August for an ENT. So we'll see how that goes. And meanwhile, I'm just, taking care of life. And I'm going to change, those are the last 2, ladies. I'm changing my little nugget girls, Saffron and Sapphira. They are so sweet. There's Miss Sapphira, and there's Miss Saffron. I know it's hot outside, but I'm just going to put them back in these beautiful little sets that their Auntie Judy sent them. So yeah, so that's health-wise what's going on. All right, other artists I need to know. You know, I've talked about my hands and wrists hurting, and they've actually been doing really well because I've been doing things like essential oils, paraffin, taking breaks more than I used to, whatever. And I really think I might try to just do one baby, because what I typically do is I paint babies in tandem to a certain point, and then I move on with one, and then I finish that baby, then I finish the other baby, and then I root two babies back to back, and I'm finding that's probably not the best thing for me. But anyway, oh, her hair's a mess. So my elbows now are hurting, so I think I have to start doing the treatment I've been doing on my hands also with my elbows. You know, it's from that repetitive motion of rooting, but even painting, because all the pouncing we do, ladies. So does anybody else have these pains? I'm just curious. And if you do, what do you do for it? So that's my question for the day about painting. And then, so that's, I think that's all that's going on health-wise. But I will say, ladies, I think I mentioned, I showed the turmeric that I take. I told my doctor about it yesterday and just kind of looked at me. I think doctors humor me a lot of the time, but that's okay. I have felt so good. My joints, and I can run up and down my stairs now. Like I told you in the video, I did a video of the box, the kit reveal of Atticus, and I was down here and I heard the door and I was able to run up the stairs, and yeah, several weeks ago that would not have been happening. So I'm very happy with the turmeric. So anyway, oh, I also want to talk about Kenzie. For those of you who follow Susan's channel and know about her great-granddaughter, I am still praying for a miracle for that baby, sweet little Kenzie. Susan, your family is in my prayers, not just Kenzie, but each and every one of you. And I'm just praying for you guys. Oh, she's such a sweet little baby. I love the videos with Kenzie, too, where we get to see her. I didn't bring over any hair bauble or anything for the two nuggets, but that's okay. I'll just brush their hair. Wow, your hair really needed a brush, darling. You have been neglected up there. What do you guys do? Roll around when I'm not looking? So anyway, that's that. I'm trying to think what else I can update y'all on. Just been living life, enjoying summer, enjoying the sunshine. The rain finally calmed down. And just enjoying. I've enjoyed lots of doll show videos. Thank you to everybody who took videos or made videos, however you say it. That has been really fun. So yeah. And then our Reborn meetup is in a few weeks, so I'm excited about that. That'll be a lot of fun. So these two babies remember I painted them hair first because I wasn't sure when I'd have time to root them. So I always try to comb their hair in, because I rooted along the lines that I drew. So I try to, she gets the flatty hair. There, can y'all see her little face? Let me see. Is she in view a little bit? All right. Oh, look how sweet you are, Saffron. So anyway, so yeah, I'm trying to think if there was anything else I needed to share. Just been enjoying people's videos. I did miss several days where I was just doing other things. I kind of took a little break. Thank you everybody who's made a joy video. Those have brought me joy too. I just love to find the joy in things, ladies, and I realize that not every moment of every day is joyful. But as I've said before, what we feed grows. And so even when life's hiccups come along, I do try to see, and I just remind myself, other things that I've gone through in my life and how God has always, brought me through and where I've come from. And it just gives me great hope to know that, what, at the end of the day or the end of the week or month or however long things take, it always works out. And so I'm really am just like a not stressful, just kind of whatever. I get excited and, there are things in life but for the most part, I just kind of zen through life, I suppose. Oh, ladies, I am dressing her in my lap. I apologize. I do that all the time, and they just flop around like real newborns, don't they? They're so sweet. And it's so funny because they're not really preemie size. They're actually about the size of Twin A and Twin B. And some newborn clothes fit them perfectly. But this is Little Me, and Little Me runs a little big. And these are actually newborn. But they do kind of swallow them up a tad bit. But I'm okay with that because I can tuck them in around them, and so they look better, like they fit them. But they came from my dear friend Judy, so we love them. And they have birdies on them, which I love. So I'm going to, when I finish this video, ladies, I'm going to go upstairs and make some chicken salad and some almond croissants. I was so happy a couple weekends ago. I drove for an overnight to see my mom so I could stock up on everything I was missing. And one of those things was Trader Joe's croissants. If y'all have a Trader Joe's near you. But I do have to say, I actually want to call them because they seem like they have less butter than they used to. And I am all about butter. They're still good, don't get me wrong. They're fabulous, for a store-bought commercial product. You can't get better. They are. It's just like you're in France. They are very, very tasty. But they did seem a little less buttery to me. All right, there's Miss Sapphira. I'm not going to lay her fully down because I'm going to put them back up in their little perch. And then I'll give you a little tour of all the room quickly. I don't even know how much of your time I've taken up, but if you stayed, I do greatly appreciate it. Come here, Saffron. Oh. They are so sweet. We shouldn't have favorites, but I admit they're my favorites. And I love my babies, but y'all know I have a special place in my heart for twins. And I love that kit. So to have twins of her, all right, I will put Miss Gabby Gale back there. Look how sweet you are. Oh, just beautiful. Got a little folded pile of all the baby clothes here. Because I've got a separate pile here for the babies on layaway, so I make sure their clothes go into their little drawers. So let me move my tripod, and we're going to start over here. I put Sophia Grace is here in the basket because Atticus took her spot. I don't know where to put him. I'll have to figure that out. So there's Miss Genevieve and Anne Girl holding Emma Bean. There's my Mary Elizabeth. Look how sweet she is. Say thank you, Auntie April. Like a little pixie. And there's the Queen, who we don't disturb the Queen there. Oh, thank you again, Saida. That is just beautiful. And then Saffron and Sapphira. Say thank you, Auntie Judy. And then Sir Malachi. think I'm going to take his dreads off and give his hair a nice treatment soon. Hamalakai. What do you think of that? And then Zipporah. And Vijanye. Looking so sweet. She says hi, Virginia. And Gabby Gale says hi to her mommy. Hi, Mommy. And Mickey Girl says hi, Mommy. And Kai says peace, Mommy. Oh, so sweet. Aww. They're so sweet. And then there's Atticus. I popped eyes on him in case you didn't see before. They're little gray eyes. Why? Because matched the blanket. I know, sad but true. So there's everybody, and let's go take one quick last look, but I think I turned the light off. I did. Let me turn the light back on. One last quick look at Miss Eleanor Anne. Oh, and I wanted to quickly do the tag for, Canadian. Oh, I just lost your channel name. Made me think of it because my shoes were making noise. I'm going to do that in another video because this one's already 31 minutes. I will come back either later today, probably not today, tomorrow or Friday, and I will answer that tag about summer because it looks like a lot of fun. All right, everybody, and this little sweetie says bye to her. Well, this hand is better because the fingers are open. She says bye to her mommy. All right, everybody, thank you so much. Have a blessed, hide that fabric body. Have a blessed rest of your day. Thank you for stopping by. Hugs and blessings. Bye-bye.